too friendly with a person or something comes across way weird type
Mm-hmm.
shit, and that's like your partner just starts going off right in that moment type
Yeah,
shit.
go ahead, bro.
I ain't finna argue with her. I'm not. I'm 100% not. I'm gonna tell her if you have a problem and you want to communicate that to me, then let's go talk about it somewhere privately. Because what goes on in our relationship is nobody else's business. Because everybody has an opinion, and if you let too many opinions get involved, then the relationship don't work. So we gotta go handle our business and make sure we straight. But if you can't even respect me enough to do that, then you don't even respect our relationship. And I will straight up walk off and leave her right there tripping.
Yeah, I know.
Now see,
Period. Like she could
I'm
be
not
yelling
as
all,
healed as my brother here, so I've been that nigga to fall into that trap of like arguing and shit, and it comes a point, you feel me, like when you start like realizing the moment you in it, you feel me, of course, because if everything, you feel me, trigger you or like something set it off, of course your mind go in rapid response. So you're not thinking about that. By the time I can catch two, then yeah, like I'm gonna take that route. Like we not finna do this shit here. So either we go over it, you feel me, talk about it over somewhere else, you feel me, but we not finna do this in this setting, or we not gonna be able to talk about this shit.
I would rather my partner tell me I'm so mad that I can't communicate right now. Give me 30 minutes to calm down, or it doesn't even have to be a specific time. Just give me a little time to calm down. I can respect that because as long as we don't got to yell at each other to figure out what's going on, then we can do that. If it takes you leaving me alone, me leaving you alone, just for a little bit of time to get yourself grounded, that's fine. But I'd rather you do that than start yelling and screaming and all a bunch of extra shit, especially while we in public.
Yeah, but that's also a dicey
Yeah.
game because it's like, while you can do that, you gotta hope that your partner has the respect to give you that time as well. Because if they already gonna disrespect it and be in a point where y'all making this scene in public in the first place, you might not get that time where you can express that and they don't take that the right way. Now you can't control how nobody gonna take shit, but just being through that experience and everything, sometimes it's just taken as, okay, well, you're not trying to deal with this right now, or you're not trying to actually solve it. No, it's not that I'm not trying to solve the issue. It's just we can't communicate how we need to right now. But like you said, it only is going to work if your partner also can recognize that, hey, we not in this space, so there needs to be that time.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a problem I have because if I could see that one of us is trying to communicate and the other isn't, I'm straight up gonna just like separate because whether you want to do it or not, that's what needs to be done. So that's what's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna
And
argue.
both
with
of us can't do it. One of us is gonna do it
crazy
for sure.
wall. Right.
And I can't be mad at you if you do the same thing to me because it's like if I'm like, no, I want to talk about it right now, but I'm not talking about it. I'm yelling at you and being like aggressive and shit.
Right.
You have full right to not even deal with that shit. Fucking leave me alone for like 3 hours, 3 days, whatever it takes so we can communicate properly. Because if you respect the relationship, it's not like, okay, we need 3 days apart. I'm going to trust that you're not finna go do no shit that's going to hurt my feelings or hurt our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But if you with somebody and you don't know, you can't take that 3-day break because you don't know how that's going to go down, then you shouldn't be with that person in the first place.
Facts. Trust is everything. Shit.
Facts.
How would you deal with that?
Well, I was in like a situation where I had to deal with an actual disrespectful
turn it around.
partner type deal, and how I handled it was I handled it very psychologically, and that's when I was studying kind of like how to like fuck with people's mental, just not reading about it, but just fucking with people's mental, and it started with my ex. So, say I'm in the store, I'm about to buy a book. It was this one time it happened at Barnes and Noble. I was buying this anime book. I was buying like 4 of them motherfuckers. It's gonna be like $80. I'm like, fuck it, my money, my rules type deal.
Mm-hmm.
But this is money I had saved for myself, so it's not irresponsible spending. This is something I had pre-planned out spend. So I'm doing this. I'm with my brother. He's with his boyfriend. And they're all walking towards the door, and I'm in line. And I'm buying my books, and I'm coming out. And she slaps the bag out my hands. What the fuck are you doing? I said, there's 2 ways this is going to go down before you let the next 6 words come out your mouth. I'm going to say this once, because we've been here before. But I'm going to say this once. out of me and you, who's the man and who's the woman? That's me. I'm that bitch. You can be that bitch, but I will fuck you up like a nigga. What? That's a threat. Well, what did you just do? You assaulted me.
Right.
There's a camera right there. But you can go to court just like I can. Camera right there. But then you threatened to beat me. I said I would beat the fuck out you. I didn't say I'd physically hurt you. Past tense, as in, have I done it before? No, I hit you. Oh, now I got you with witnesses saying that. And my brother, yep, my phone right here.
Hella funny.
So I had this whole thing, and she was like, "You planned for this to happen." I didn't plan it. I just
Bitch,
know
what?
stupidity in the atmosphere. My dad taught me one thing: you catch a snake by being a snake. So when you see the snake finally try to bite you, you bite back 10 times harder. I never did anything to that particular situation, but every blue moon when she would try to start an argument, I'd rub that in her face. Like, remember Barnes and Noble? That video can randomly just pop up and fuck up a whole career, you know? Look.
Warberry Barnes. Damn.
But that's one way I handle the situation. Other than that, when I tried to be the bigger man in the situation, I got stabbed or cut. So I learned it's better to do shit rather at a distance or at like where I'm out of state and you can't fuck with me out of there.
Definitely. I would say if I'm in a situation like that, I would let the person act a fool, because I would just let you have your moment, like your tantrum, because I see you as a kid at that point. Because why are you yelling at me? Like, I don't do shit. So if they're acting like that, I would just let them act out and talk to them later. Because I'm more like James. I will walk away and leave you there. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, because you ain't about to have me looking crazy. Because I will just let you just scream and whine and cry like a bitch. So, right, exactly. I will leave you there. Man. So, yeah. It's just, it's levels to it.
Yeah.
Like, if it's something that y'all can easily talk about, maybe they're just got frustrated real quick, whatever. But I don't know. There's definitely levels to it, and also what you find disrespectful. Yeah.
Definitely. And everybody's different on what they find disrespectful or respectful. So if it comes to just someone needing boundary or space, just give it to them. You know what I mean? Like, you try to force something or try to enforce an opinion or state something, then you're a controlling motherfucker at that point. And all these lead to serious fucking signs, and it's fucking crazy.
Also, if you know you're a fucking hothead, give someone a warning. And that bitch don't know. Like, let's say she doesn't know. Like, give her a warning. Like, hey, you have about 5 seconds before I pop off. I need some space or something like that. And then you gotta pop off to show her, like, hey, I'm still working on myself. Like, you need to listen to me, because sometimes people are seers and not listeners. So maybe just one good time, just, to keep her in place. No, I'm kidding.
Like I said, there's levels to it. There's you got your normal people who handle shit normally, and then you got people who handle it like more in a mental state.
Yeah,
and then
I'm definitely more mental. Then
you got the ones that observe. The ones that observe, they see and remember everything, and they know every vivid detail of the room, the time. Like, I've came across one of those people. Scariest moment of my life. I thought I was finna go to jail. That's how serious that shit was. But that's another story for another day.
That's hella fucking funny. All right. Let's go into our another topic. How to handle a friend that goes too far.
Ain't nothing to cut that off.
Cut that bitch off. You can say bitch. Right. Yeah, right.
Ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. But, sometimes when it becomes a disrespectful individual that just crosses that friend border, you have no choice but to respectfully cut them off. Like, how you handle the situation can go either way, But if you're trying to maintain something for real, you're trying to keep the person you're with or whatever the situation may lead for why that friend crossed that border, it's all about how, their response, I say. I don't make the first move. I let you make the first move. So then when my response comes, I know how I'm coming at you. Rather, I want to extend this situation just a tad bit further, or if I'm going to just throw my hands up and be like, you won.
Mm-hmm.
Be the bigger man in the situation. So,
Fuck that.
If you make your boundaries known and you communicate to your friends what they did wrong and they can't respect that, then those are people you shouldn't have around, because if you're putting in enough effort to let them know where they fucked up instead of just cutting them off after they fucked up,
Yep.
and then they still fuck up,
Yep.
then at that point there's nothing you could do. At that point, you're allowing that in your life.
Exactly.
And let it go.
Yep.
he said it. Yeah, no, facts to the T. Given the situation, when people do approach that way, it's better to have that final, you can give anybody 3 warnings. That's what I used to do when I was younger. I used to do the 3-strike system. If I catch you fucking up once, I'm going to be like, hey, that shit's not cool. If I catch you fucking up the second time, depending on what it is, it may get a little physical. Now, that third time, I'm going to fight you, or I'm going to tell you, stay out of my sight. Because if I see you, I don't care if you're not looking at me. I'm going to just, hey, as soon as you turn around, I'm socking you dead in your jaw.
Yeah.
But that was rare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not just going across just socking niggas in the jaw these days, unless you're in a gang and you just want to be on some Joker shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Definitely friends that go too far is like a no. And also, what's saying, what too far is.
Any type of hangout session when you're in a relationship after a specific time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
But if we're gonna get there, we do that. Look.
2 a.m. That's kind of.
That's unholy hours.
Anything after 11, right? Anything after 11 is fuck me hours. I've heard. So booty call.
Booty call.
Right.
Getting them gut hours.
Right. Right. Or you getting money. You getting money somehow. Yeah.
I'm not going to say those hours are booty call hours. All I know is that I'm not leaving my house to hang out with nobody at 2 a.m. unless
you clapping something.
Unless I'm clapping something.
Round of applause.
Or she trying to smoke me out.
Right. There's something with
food,
it.
Maybe. There's
yes.
a benefit of it. Yeah. Because I'm paying for gas money.
Yeah.
I'm losing sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't lose it for nothing.
Exactly. It's just fucking suspicious. Anything that you suspicious. Yeah. You anything that you have to question to be or have a little it shouldn't probably fucking happen. I don't like that shit. Fuck 'em. I'll be so quick to block
Shirts
somebody.
will be coming soon with the fuck 'em logo.
Yep. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, that's an idea that's on my back burner, is making shirts with the logo of any kind of animal. With the, just give them a middle finger and be like, fuck 'em. It's coming. I love nature sometimes.
Let's do a koala.
That shit is rough. A koala?
Middle
finger.
That'd
be cute.
All right, let's get into our next shit.
All right. Damn. We had an insider.
All right. How to deal with unexpected people trying to co-sign your relationship. Right.
They try to put their 2 cents in and try to put where your relationship should go. They try to manipulate your mindset on your relationship.
Yes. All right, or unsolicited input.
Yes.
I guess I don't know. All right, assuming all things is good in my relationship, you feel me, everything going fine or whatever, then why the hell is you deciding that you want to feel so compelled to tell me how my relationship should be?